Hello, this is Carrie again, and I have another really exciting video for you today. Today, I have a video where I will be going through all my works in progress and finished images. So before we start, there is a subscribe link and Amazon wishlist down below. There is a tip jar up there. If you're on mobile, there'll be a little line that says support this channel. That's the same thing. So your tips help fund the channel and help pay for things like I would like to get closed captionings on. So that's part of what the tips pay for. So anyway, let's get started and talk about the things that I am working on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a pile, and then we're just going to move through the pile and hopefully without creating too much of a mess. So this one is one that if you've seen me on Instagram, you'll probably see this one a lot because I really like this one. Although I may have slightly messed it up by trying different things here, but you know, experimentation is part of the process. To me, you know, okay, so I may have slightly messed it up by trying new and exciting things. I'll be able to make another one. So not a big deal. So there is this one. This one is from the Lynn book that I reviewed in the past. So I really enjoyed making this one. I started a book with usually how I start books with my least favorite, and this definitely was one of my least favorite in the book. So I'm not too fussed about it. So there is that. There's pictures of it. So if it's a little messed up, it's not the end of the world. All right. So this is another one that I am working on, also from the same book. This one is half finished, but it'll be a while before it's totally finished. But so this is another one that's a work in progress. This one I did a whole video about this one, and there'll be a link to that video up there. Again, if you're on mobile, I think you have to be on a computer to see the button up there. So I do apologize for that. But this one is for my wife for our anniversary. And I am not finished with this one yet, but I still have a few more days to go. So hopefully I will be able to finish this in time. So there's that. And this is from the Jasmine Beckett Griffith video that I did a few weeks ago, and this is the one that I'm working on. Don't worry about it. The face does look a little funny right now, but it always looks a little bad when I start. When I am finished with the face, it should look fairly similar to this. So this is just part of the process of getting it to that level. But this is going to be like a Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. So this is another work in progress. So far everything I've shown you has been done in Polychromos. So let me see, there's one here. Oh, here it is. This one was done in Polychromos and Albert Durr watercolor pencil. So I hope you can see this. So this is another fun one. I really enjoyed working on this one, and this one is basically done. So yeah, this is another fun one, and this is from the book called Birds. There's another work in progress in there, but I couldn't find it, and I didn't want to have you guys watch me look for it. Let me see. This is a current. This is another work in progress. Damn, do I have anything finished? This is another work in progress. Again, this was my least favorite one in this book, so this is the one I started with, which is what I usually do. And so far, I'm actually pretty happy with this. This is done in a mix of Polychromos and Albert Durr watercolor. I can't tell where the Albert Durr and the Polychromos begin and end. I would have to do a close-up of this. But some is pretty obvious, like all of this is Albert Durr. All of this is Albert Durr. So, but this is another fun one that I really enjoyed working on. So there is that. And let me see. Oh, I think one of the books, I think I left one of the books out. Oh no, hold on. I'm going to not do this one first. I'm going to do this one first, since this is a bigger book, and then I'm going to shorten the tripod. Another work in progress. It's a little embarrassing. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to do this video, because it's kind of embarrassing how many pages I've started and then not finished. This is for an upcoming video review. So this looks pretty. This is all done in watercolor paint. There's no pencil in here whatsoever. This is all watercolor paint. This video is for an upcoming video. This one was done all in watercolor pencil, so this is all Albert Durr watercolor pencil. But there's a couple of little lines in here that were done in regular pencil, but most of this is Albert Durr watercolor pencil. This is more Albert Dürer watercolor pencil. This is me trying leaves, not using green. I'm not sure I'm happy with it. And this was all done in watercolor paint. This is all M Gram paints. And at some point I will finish this up. I haven't, as you know, this is so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. I don't even know. I'm pretty embarrassing to have so many pages that are half finished. And the story is all the same. I'll get around to finishing it. Oops. I am trying though now to just do a page straight through and not have works in progress as much. So this is another work in progress. Hold. Let me go to the next one. There's one in here that I'm missing. Sorry about that. This is actually one of my favorites. This is the fox. So this is a really, really fun one to do. Not sure what happened here. Oh, this was done in Polychromos. This is all Polychromos. I think this was one of the first ones that was done in all Polychromos. And I did spray a fixative on it. That's why it's been cut out. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to frame it or what. But this has been fixed already. So the fixative has already gone into effect there. And this is another work in progress. This is actually for a color pencil review that is coming up at some point. This one is also done in Polychromos and some Albert Dürer watercolor pencil. So this was one of the early ones that I did. Yeah, this was all... This, I think, was the very, very first one that I did with Albert Dürer watercolor pencil and a mix of Polychromos. So that was one of my first ones. This is one that I am not going to lie to you and tell you I'm going to go back and finish. I am not going to go back and finish this. This was done in all Albert Dürer watercolor pencil. Some slight successes, but mostly I consider this to be a failure. Not a big deal. That's part of life. I'm not happy with it. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I'm going to go back and finish it, because I am not going to go back and finish that one. That would be a lie. This one is actually finished. Like literally, truly finished. Like this is all there's going to be. This is an extinct bird that I did, and I've used this for a number of tutorials that I did. The one I used it the most for was a tutorial I did on shading and layering. So there'll be a link to that tutorial up there. So this was a really, really fun one. I really enjoyed this one. And you can see why it's finished, because it wasn't really much to do. So there's that one. This is another work in progress. I've been using this for various tutorials. So pretty much everything that I did here has been used in a tutorial. This was done in a tutorial. This used the same technique that I did for that tutorial. And I'm going to use the rest. I'm going to do a brick tutorial at some point, because someone asked for a brick tutorial and I have not forgotten you. Even if it seemed like I may have had, I did not forget you. There is this. So there's that. All right, I think that's it for this book. So that's that for that book. And let's start with this book here. Oh, that's so embarrassing. It's the same page. Also a work in progress. Oh, that's not funny. For shame. And this one is actually finished, and I did this one with Prismacolor and Polychromos, and this one actually I started with the Prismacolor and I finished it with the Polychromos, because I got the Polychromos halfway through working on this one. And I will probably redo this one pretty much the same way, except only in Polychromos. But it's interesting that I can tell months later which parts were done in Polychromos and which parts were done in Prismacolor, mostly because the Polychromos parts are brighter and bolder. So there is that. So this is another shameful work in progress. I should call this one my book of shame. This is another work in progress, also for another tutorial that I am working on, also on doing some shading and layering here. So there is that. and I think this is going to be the last one. This is another work in progress. This started with the Prismacolor. And I actually wasn't really happy with the colors that I chose for the fish and for everything here. So I'm not sure that I'm going to finish this one because I have abandonment project issues. And I think that's all of them. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, this is another work. I feel like I have like 3 different works in progress in that same picture. So as you can see, that's part of the reason why I've never done this video before, because I have very few finished projects and a whole lot of works in progress. This is another work in progress. I still haven't finished on. This was done in all luminance pencil. I have not finished this yet. I don't really have any excuses for why I haven't finished my stuff other than I'm sorry. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna call this video my my walk of shame. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.